All right, today we reacting to Betty Davis. They say I'm different, man. Just going over her history a little bit. She was an American singer, songwriter, and model. She was known for a controversial, sexually oriented lyrics and performance style. She was the second wife of trumpeter Miles Davis, and her all music profile describes her as a wildly flamboyant funk diva with few equals. That's actually rhymed. Combined with a gritty emotional realism of Tina Turner, the futuristic fashion sense of David Bowie, and the untrend-setting flair of Miles Davis. What quite a mix. Kind of excited to see what we gonna hear. So just real short. I'm surprised. She was genres was funk, R&B, soul, and rock. Coming out of Homestead, Pennsylvania. Shout out to y'all. She died in 2022. Good. Finally, somebody that had a long life, you know? She would have been 80 this year. Yeah, she would have been 80. So let's check out Betty Davis and let's get to it.
They say I'm different cause I'm a piece of sugar cane. Sweet to the core, that's right, I got a rhythm. My great-grandma didn't like a foxtrot. Now instead she spit, it's nothing boogie down on drain. Spit on. They say I'm different cause I eat chitlins. And I can't help it, I was born and raised on them. That's right, every morning after slop the hogs and they be getting off, humping the Johnny Hooker.
I can definitely hear the funk and the blues. I can, what does the Wikipedia say? The soul, the rock and roll. Yeah, you can hear all those elements in this track so far. Okay, it almost, and then her cadence always kind of mimics a little rapping a little bit though.
And they be getting off, humping the Johnny Hooker. Get it on. They say I'm different cause I'm a piece of sugar cane. And when I kick my legs, I got rhythm. My great-grandpa was a blues lover, but he be rocking his moonshine. The baby king and Jimmy Ray rock on that.
Hey.
And that's why they say I'm different. And that's why they say I'm strange. I'm talking about Big Mama Funk.
Talk about it, talk about
I'm talking about Lightning Hopkins.
Talk about it, talk about
I'm talking about Howlin' Wolf.
Talk about it,
I'm talking about Albert King. Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry. When I was sweet 16.
I gotta look up the lyrics for this. Oh, okay.
Chuck Berry. When I was sweet 16. And that's why they say I'm different. And that's why you think I'm strange. I'm talking about T-Bone Walker.
talk about it, talk about
I'm
it.
talking about Muddy Waters.
Talk about it, talk
I'm
about it.
talking about Lead Belly, Sonny Terry, Brownie, Boogie, Sunhouse, and Freddie Kane.
So much attitude.
That's a smear. That's a smear. Oh, hey. Oh, Bo Diddley, have you heard her? That's why they say I'm different. And that's why they say I'm strange. And that's why they say I'm funky.
Ain't gonna front. I can hear a lot of different rock artists influences coming from Betty Davis. When was this song made? 1974. I can still hear it though. A lot of different rock musicians are inspired by Betty Davis. It's just the cadence because in her generation, I hadn't heard that yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing why they saying she's different because she's not the people that she's naming. Maybe I misinterpreted that, but that's what I'm getting.
And that's
very curious on how she developed her style. Very curious. I'm very curious on how she developed her style because this is, I can kind of guess that this would be very unique for the time. You know what I mean? They say I'm different because I'm a piece of sugar cane. Sweet to the core, that's why I got rhythm. My great grandma didn't like the foxtrot. Now instead she spit a snuff and boogie to Elmore James. They say I'm different because I eat chitlins. I can't help it, I was born and raised on them, that's right. Every morning I stop to slop the hogs and they be getting off the hump into John Lee Hooker. They say I'm different because I'm a piece of sugar cane and when I kick my legs, I got rhythm. My great grandpa was a blues lover. He be rocking his moonshine to B.B. King and Jimmy Reed, rock on now. They say I'm different. That's why they say I'm strange. So this is more of a song talking about what she's inspired by. That's why she's listened to so many different blues artists, and this is why she is the way she is. That's why they say I'm different. That's why they say I'm strange. That's why they say I'm funky. Little Richard, while you showed him you could sing. Yeah, Robert Johnson. Okay. That definitely does sound like what she's inspired by. I like this. This is pretty dope. But like I said, like I've heard so many different rock musicians, I can kind of see who they picking from now. That's what I'm talking about, man. When you find out who these artists are inspired by and how they kind of pick up on the styles of the artists they like, you start finding out like people like Betty Davis is at the roots of their inspirations. You know what I mean? So with that being said, post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Betty Davis. I'll catch you guys at another one, all right?